still, the thoughts of you are sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. And I've heard you've been here before, but I won't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. Babe, I wanna know, is it heartfelt or maybe just a little? Cause you don't really see me like you used to, but you hold on to me cause all you do is settle. I've heard you've been here before. But I don't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. But I don't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. If I stay still, the thoughts of you are sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. And I've heard you've been here before, but I won't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to.
Okay, we're here.
We made it.
Anybody? Anybody there?
We
I'm
did
here.
it. We're here.
I'm here. Sarah just got off a plane.
Not just. Like
Yeah.
30 minutes ago.
Oh my gosh. I know. So, that's for anybody else that doesn't live in next to an airport
Yeah.
or at the airport.
You'd still
Let's talk
be on
about
your
being
way
spoiled.
home.
Let's talk about being spoiled.
Okay. I know. I always talk about
We are
travel.
spoiled.
Long Beach Airport is easier to get through than Sacramento.
Nah. No.
Let me say.
To get to it and like, you know,
Yeah.
Wow.
If we lived in Long Beach, I think like if we lived in the same proximity from our house to the airport we did in Long Beach, I think it'd be faster.
Then there we go. We found our new place. We're moving to Long Beach.
You haven't been to Long Beach.
Why, you don't like Long Beach?
I don't know. I haven't explored Long Beach. I told you I wanted to.
Isn't that where Snoop's from?
So they have the gold sand.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It was like
We'll go in July.
Who else is from there? Sublime?
I don't know.
I think Sublime's from there, right?
I don't know.
Isn't it called LBC?
Little black Chihuahua.
Long Beach something. We literally said long. What is that? Little black Chihuahua?
Yeah.
Chihuahua?
Chihuahua. Long Beach, Compton. Long Beach Canal.
I don't know.
Central.
Maybe.
I have no idea.
Somebody tell us what LBC stands for.
Now I have Nate Dogg in my head.
And
LBC,
you got the airport's called LBG.
It is called LGB.
LGB.
Yeah.
I meant that.
Is that what you said?
No,
You
but I
said-
meant to say
Okay.
that. Did not say that. Welcome to Friday. We are here on a Friday.
We
Hopefully everything's working and everybody's out there hanging out with us. We are going to start off this weekend with a shot.
Oh, we are.
We did get some proper this time. We did get some actual proper shottage.
Scared.
Because we haven't been drinking a lot at all lately. All right, Slancheva.
Cheers.
Who kind of hit the spot or not?
You responded before you even drank it.
Huh?
You responded about the drink before you even drank it.
No, that's not true.
Oh, okay.
Am I a traveler in time?
Yes.
I'm traveler.
Like you knew what was going to happen.
Oh, what does that sound like? Bong. Sounds like a bong.
I was like, I don't know.
I haven't used a bong in so long.
I've
I
never
haven't
used
smoked
one.
anything in years.
I've never.
That's
Honestly.
wild.
Anywho's.
Not even tempted.
No, it sounds
funny.
terrible. I don't understand smoking.
Well, no, not cigarettes. I'm talking about
Anything.
weed.
I don't understand wanting things to go in your lungs.
No,
Air
and I think
hurts
that's what
my
scares
lungs
me.
sometimes.
I think that's what scares me. I think it's mostly that.
Mm,
It's mostly the lung thing.
yeah.
So, hello, welcome, Bailey.
Hello.
Welcome to the world of. I'm actually. Welcome to the world of traditional Friday night chaos,
Yeah.
shots, and a beer.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't had a beer in a week.
We do shots last week.
Yeah, but I haven't had a beer in a week, over a week.
Yeah.
I really haven't, have I? I didn't have any this week. Did I?
Yes.
Last weekend I did. Yeah.
No.
I had some seltzers this week.
I had beer.
Did I?
I bought them. They're not in the fridge anymore.
I
I didn't
must have
have one.
drank No, because I think that 6-pack lasted me like what, week and a half?
I don't know.
Yeah, because it was like I had like one every once in a while. But I actually got some proper beer. I got some
Proper
fancy,
and beer.
got some fancy ones.
Ooh.
Got
Who's that? Beerworks?
Altamont,
Altamont. Is that in the Bay?
Owie Wowie. It's from Livermore.
Yeah, the Bay.
They must have a
Bay,
lot of
Bay.
windmills there.
They do.
Well, 'cause
Livermore.
their logo has an A and like
Mhm.
8 windmills.
Yeah, I think it's like you know when you're
Mixed.
going to Sassoon on the train and you can see all those windmills.
You can see them from the train?
I say that like I've been on the train. I don't know.
No, because I never saw
Freeway.
any. I mean, I took the train a lot.
My bad. You know you're driving on the freeway.
And
You're
it's,
going through Sassoon.
It's Sassoon? I thought it was Suisun.
No.
Suisun? Sassoon?
Sassoon.
Oh, it's been a long time. Fairfield.
Fairfield.
Is it by Fairfield?
Mhm.
Fairfield Sassoon. Oh, I do remember that now.
Yeah.
That's on the train there. It says Fairfield Sassoon.
Yeah.
And skirt. And then they leave.
Yeah.
Never got off there.
You
And
should.
is
There's
it
no reason to.
Martinez there that way too?
Yeah.
Martinez.
Martinez.
That was one of the
Valencia.
stops. Yeah. I missed that train. We should take that train for no reason.
I'm good.
Just go to the Bay. Go to Emeryville.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know.
That sounds fun.
Hate the Bay.
Yeah, but if you're gonna go to the Bay, you're gonna have to go. I mean, we go to the Bay for work.
Yeah.
So what if you take the train once? Just cause.
Yeah.
You gotta rent a car. Let's go to the Bay.
It's a long time to sit on a train.
Yeah, but you can work. You can honestly,
I'll
instead of
sleep.
driving to the Bay and
You've
not
met me.
working, you can
Get
sit on a train and work.
I'll fall asleep. Did you know the flight here was 56 minutes? Did you know what I did? I fell asleep.
Slept for 55 of them.
I woke up and we had taken off already. I woke up from my snack and my ginger ale. I went back to sleep and all I felt was the landing. And I was like, that's impressive.
That is impressive. I feel toasty.
Oh, not me.
I do. Hey, Ziggy, turn on the studio fan.
Is it?
Oh, no. She wants to tell me about sports now. No, thank you. Okay. I turn on a fan and she wants to tell me about sports. I was like, where is that in the same thread? Like I turned on, fan. Am I a sports fan?
It's because it's football weekend.
Yes,
That's
it
all.
is. Don't push that on me.
Are you going to get the responses?
Have you heard about the cake flip?
No. What is it?
So, who is it? It's Mario Lopez and his co-host on whatever show he's on.
Mm-hmm.
One of his 37,000 shows.
Yeah.
They do a cake flip every year. They do a full sheet cake, and each of them flip the cake.
Whatever side it lands on?
No. Each of them has a different team. So whoever drops, if somebody drops the cake, they lose.
Interesting. Who lost?
The Eagles fell on the floor.
Okay.
Eagles cake fell on the floor. So the question that he posted about was, since the Eagles cake fell on the floor and the Chiefs cake he flipped and it didn't fall on the floor, are the Eagles going to lose or are the Chiefs going to win?
Not funny.
No, but yeah, it was kind of cool. It's like a cake flip, but I was like, what a waste of cake.
Yeah, I'd be mad.
But the other one, the Chiefs one,
I mean, it depends on who made
the cake.
You'd
eating it off the floor.
It's not who made the cake. Did Janie make
Garcia.
the cake? Okay, then yeah, I mean off the floor.
Janie Garcia, if she made the cake and it was on the floor.
I gotta let me add to my notes when we get there.
Get to what?
My food journey.
Oh yeah,
Days.
We would have been later starting this thing if she would have continued that conversation, because she was talking about her food journey and I was like, babe, save it for the podcast because otherwise we're not going to start till tomorrow.
So many things to say.
And so there'll be actually like a couple of them I heard, but I'll hear I want to get my reaction, since it's one of those things of when you hold information from me and then wait to the podcast to tell me, I was like, that's dumb.
Right.
But I was like, but you just got off the plane. So I was like, now it's like we can do it now.
Catch up together.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's do our sponsors.
So sponsors, as of always.
I agree with their message. We just got a text message in our group chat.
Yeah, but to start at 8, it was to say start our podcast at 8. The issue we have with the 8 o'clock, and I love you for that, Ryan, for saying that, 8 would actually be more convenient for us. But we do have some people that try to listen that are 2 hours ahead of us. So that would be 10 p.m.
I think she'd still listen.
I don't think
she sleeps.
Okay. I mean, because it's not that I want to cater to them, but I was like, I don't want to just cater to West Coast people.
Yeah. But 8 would make a lot of sense.
8 would make a lot of sense. It's an evening podcast. I think what we're looking at doing, I know that Sarah hasn't heard about this yet. Since we're doing our Patreon thing, I'm thinking about doing earlier stuff on different days. Just our shorter 1 hour something. Hot topics. What do they call it? No, we call it hot takes.
Yeah.
We're looking to do a hot takes episode during the week earlier in the day. And then our Fridays do them at 8. I've been
hot takes. Coffee's yucky.
Hot takes. Coffee's yucky.
Hot take.
I feel angry. But yeah, check out our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Sarah and Scooter. Spell it out. Also use an H on Sarah. Otherwise, it's the raw.
Raw.
So come on. So, all right. Sponsors. First sponsor of the evening, as always, is Lever Consulting. Please get onto leverconsulting.com for a complimentary introductory consultation.
Ooh,
I need to write that down because I keep forgetting to say it.
Yeah.
No, I say it, but I always have to remember to say it when I say it. But complimentary, introductory, consultation.
Okay.
That rhythm was good. Make sure and check it out. Dear friend of ours, probably going to visit her soon. She's probably we're going to probably see her soon.
In the March.
In the March.
Nice.
In the March to meet the Blake.
The Blake.
The Blake. We're going to call baby Blake the Blake. Or we could do it as homage to her grandmother. Call her Lulu. Yeah. Thinker. Her grandmother would hate that. That's still funny. So if you don't have a sense of humor, then you're going to die real young. You know?
Next sponsor. Yaya's Embroidery. She made this shirt for my company. I wear it to audits now.
Rebecca was wearing that today too.
Yeah.
She didn't make the sweatshirt.
She did not make
but she did make a sweatshirt that has our
cooler than this. Honestly.
It's embroidered.
Yeah.
It's way cooler. That I got off of Amazon and they just like put I don't know what they put on there. Spray paint.
Yeah.
But she embroidered ones for me and my team.
Yes. So she's printing on shirts. She has embroidery, hats, beanies, all the things.
And I haven't reached out to Urel about this, but
oh jeez.
It is I haven't drank it. Well, I had won the shot. I've won the shot.
Woo!
And I'm looking at maybe doing a theme song for her. I think it'd be fun.
Yay. You talked about it last week.
I'm like, I've been thinking about it all week.
You need a due date because you're terrible at just saying you
I think,
do
well, I got to reach out to her because I got to see if she wants to put a video behind it or.
Maybe just make the song first and then
no, like if she gives me like I was thinking maybe if it goes to a video. Does that make sense? Like showing her stuff and like her logo and stuff like that. And then say how long is the video. That way I can match the song to the video.
And February.
I just haven't. Whoa. February is a short month.
You need a due date. You're terrible at getting things done.
Well, I know. I got myself a dry erase calendar right here. Okay. I've already marked on it what I'm doing every day during the week.
Nice.
And I've been doing it. We'll get to that here in a minute.
Like a good thing.
So those are our sponsors, Yaya's Embroidery and Eleva Consulting. Please check them out.
You wiggling could make me want to wiggle.
What do you mean?
I can't. It's like when you watch somebody rocking a baby and you start rocking.
I've had way too much coffee.
You keep doing this and I want to do this.
No, so I had my normal 2 cups of coffee. I haven't slept a lot in the last few days. Not my normal amount. Like 5 to 6 hours a night.
Yeah.
Which I usually get like 8 to 9.
Like low ball.
No, 8 to 9 hours of real sleep.
Oh, okay. Not in bed.
Yeah.
Got it.
But yeah, I've had like 5 to 6 hours tops the last few nights. It's not good. I'm sweatier than normal.
It's like my normal life.
Yeah, but we're different, right?
I don't like it.
You're not me.
I would love to have 8 to 9 hours of
well,
sleep.
then you choose this life.
So
yeah, right. I was like, it's one of those things of, oh, that's just who I am, so I'm not going to work on that.
B, what do you think I try to do all the time?
I'll go to therapy.
I am.
So, let's talk about me for a second. So, I've been drinking more caffeine, and some of that did not end up well. So, yeah, I found out that agave is like, what is it? It's like taking, what are they called? What is it called?
A diuretic?
Yeah. If I have too much agave sweetener, it's a diuretic. I might as well be going in for a colonoscopy.
Maybe that's why you don't like tequila, because there's too much agave.
Maybe. It's not about that I don't like it. I just don't like the way it makes me feel.
Maybe.
So maybe it's just the,
You don't like cacti.
It's just, I just don't like, the pressure that comes out of my bum. It's like, I don't like having to clean the toilet every time I use the restroom.
Disgusting.
No,
I'm too much information.
I didn't go into detail of what it looked like, what it smelled like. I could.
No,
we're not in 4D.
Let's keep some.
We're in 2D.
Keep some romance here.
That's okay.
Just kidding.
All right.
Just kidding.
Let's move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good thing.
All right. How many good things you got? I only have one.
I think I have 2.
Yeah. Hit it.
So
Hit it for me.
I think this week I've talked to Lisi, Raya, and CJ. I've heard their voices this week.
Oh,
Not always normal.
I don't think I've heard any of their voices.
CJ, he lives here.
Doesn't mean I heard his voice.
He had to have. We had family meeting together.
Okay. That's true. Because he was talking to you. No, I like picked him up last night from the game and everything like that. I'm driving back and I said, was your bike all locked up? He goes, yeah.
What's the extent?
I go, did you pick up the paperwork and stuff that mom wanted you? No, I didn't see the Hines.
Oh,
That was the most I've
that was.
that's the most I've
Wait,
talked to
so
him.
he didn't get the paperwork?
No,
What the flip?
he didn't see them. All I'm saying is this is
Like, my head hurt.
okay, but I mean, it's like when I speak to him, it's more like interrogating him. I was like, I have to ask a question, otherwise I get no response.
Or you have to wait for him to be super excited and want to tell you something.
That's not going to happen.
Yes, it is. I've seen it happen.
I mean, it's not going to happen in the times that I'm ready for it to happen.
Right. Of
It's
course
going to
not.
be 7 a.m.
Yeah.
That's not my thing.
No. I mean, I've picked him up and see him come straight in here and be like, Scooter, let me tell you about blah, blah, blah. When he got his stupid boxer shorts that were made of denim.
That was hilarious.
He was
No,
so
that's a-
excited to
that's a
show
good
you.
thing. That's a good thing. I would say that's a good thing. He brought, I don't think they're made for men. I don't think they're made for straight men. Let's be real. Because they're realistically, they're supposed to be worn by themselves. Otherwise, why do they look like that?
Right.
They look like denim Daisy Duke shorts.
Yeah.
And I could have just said Daisy Duke, same thing.
Yeah.
If anybody knows what a Daisy Duke short is, chime in. If you don't, sorry.
He was
You're
excited about them. He thought they were friggin' hilarious.
Yeah, they were. And then he got the SpongeBob
Sweater.
with
was too small.
all the characters.
Yeah.
What did he do with it?
I think give it to Bella.
Oh.
Yeah.
But they had the fronts of all the characters on the front and then their behinds on the back. And I was like, it was really cute. But yeah,
LBC, Long Beach City. Thank you, Becca.
there you go. How come that was like 20 minutes ago?
It's
We have
just
that
catching
much of a
up.
delay?
That would be funny, are we?
No.
No, because I could see myself. My weird movements.
No. Maybe she
Making a
just
joke.
finally made time.
Yeah, she's
She
catching up.
she wasn't getting her ass kicked.
Oh.
She was waiting between rounds with
A little Suge.
Suge Knight. Like my baby Suge Knight. Or say
Oh,
baby Chris Brown.
can't wait to see them this weekend. What's your good thing?
My good thing was I did actually consistently since last Sunday through this Thursday do considerable amount of body movement. So I have to say that's a good thing.
Round of applause.
No, I don't need that. I just need
It's for you,
to
anyways.
I need to continue doing that. Swaying back and forth.
I told you.
No, I can feel it. I know what I'm doing.
I don't think you can.
I'm excited.
You're also gassy.
No.
No, that is good that you've been moving because then it makes me want to continue moving.
Yeah, it's been good. I've been alternating between weight days, and my weight days are literally just buys and tries.
Mhm.
That's all I'm doing.
No leg days, huh?
No, every day's a leg day. But every day I'm trying to do 50 to 100 squats, no weight,
Yeah.
but actual full motion squats.
Butt to the ground.
Yeah, well, not the ground. You want me to poop myself upstairs on the yoga mat? No, I've been doing like good squats, very full function, full movement squats, 50 to 100 per day. Every other day doing as many pull-ups in one session and then chin-ups in another session, and then at least 50 to 100 push-ups in that day.
Nice.
So that's what I'm doing on one day, and the other days I'm doing still the squats, and I'm doing buys and tries. I feel like that moves pretty much everything in my body.
You gonna do some rowing, get some cardio in?
No, cardio is weird.
You need cardio for doing jujitsu.
Well, that's going to be my cardio.
Saying to gear you up for it, you should. I know, an inhaler.
That's how, like, literally every time I go, that's what I feel like. That's why I lay there with my arms spread out. And I do that. And everyone's like, another round? I go, what? Do you not like
I do
another
think
round?
You should make sure you don't need an inhaler.
I'm like, another round of CPR? What another
Sound
round of what?
Wheezy sometimes.
No, it's just I'm old and I probably do have asthma because I still
Right.
cough.
Yeah. I don't think you're supposed to wheeze like that when you breathe, no matter how old you are. You don't smoke, so
That's true.
you shouldn't
Except when
sound
you-
like that.
I only smoke when you cook.
Hilarious. I don't burn things.
Smoke alarm will tell you.
Our
different.
smoke detector's on crack, first off.
It actually went off on me last night.
Good. For what were you making?
Cavalas.
Okay.
Like I was doing something in the oven. Like all I could do was smell food.
Yes.
Yeah, it went off last night.
It's
So
bananas. Last
No.
time I steamed
No,
broccoli
Yeah.
and it set it off. And I'm thinking there's
Steam. Yeah.
steam set it off.
I think it hears something cooking. I think it has like a microphone in it, and when it hears something cooking,
Yes.
it's like
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that
I'm
does.
glad that it went off on you
Yeah, it
because
did
you've
last
been
night.
giving
I
me
wasn't gonna
crap
admit
forever.
it, but I feel like the neighbors would tell you I'm lying.
Oh, it's so upsetting. All right, here's my last good thing. So it's been kind of an odd like food couple days the last 2 days. Okay, really is today. But yesterday I went to this bakery called Catella because it was on Catella Street. And I was really hoping they'd have some good things.
They didn't, obviously.
They had a cheese roll, which was good.
This is supposed to be a good thing. What are we doing?
Let me finish. That's the whole food experience was overall was good.
Landing.
So they had a cheese roll. That was delicious. The red velvet cupcake, I threw in the trash. It was the driest thing I've ever had. They had this weird pudding thing. Trash. It wasn't good at all. They had this like poppy seed Danish thing. Wasn't good. I threw in the trash.
In front of them?
No, I would never.
You did like fancy chef them?
I would never.
Have you seen that video from Fancy Chef where he throws was it in Philadelphia?
Is it Philly?
It's like he goes and has a
That's
Philly
brave.
cheesesteak.
Oh.
He has a Philly cheesesteak at one of the most famous Philly cheesesteak places and goes, "This is straight trash," and throws it on the ground and walks off. And the guy, even the guy filming him, you could hear the guy filming. He goes, "Well, I didn't know you were going to do something like that." He goes,
In Philly, you're on
it's
crack.
like, I don't.
Nah.
Even the guy filming him, like
Mm-mm.
his photographer, his
Yeah.
videographer was like, "No, you
Yeah.
can't. You got to
No.
prepare me for this
No.
because now I got to fight."
Yeah. No. So
You know, Fancy Chef.
I feel like I do. But
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, don't look him up. I mean,
Okay.
you can. It's Fancy Chef _13 or something,
Okay.
but it's kind of he's very humorous.
All right.
He's kind of
That was Thursday. So
Awesome.
Catella Bakery, wouldn't recommend. But Friday, here's today. For some reason, today was a food day for audits, and I don't know why. So I went to a place called the Cauldron, and it's like kind of near Anaheim, so it's in Orange County. And it was like the most vibiest restaurant I've ever been to. You walk in, and they have like a spot where you can sit. There's a cauldron, there's a fireplace, there's there's like bones in the fireplace. There's this really cool like goth art everywhere, and the lady who owns it does all the art, and you can buy it if you want. There's string lights. There's a whole like library section where it's just a wall of books. Everything is like very like witch themed. You can join their coven, so you can get like discounts
that's
throughout
fun.
the year. They have a section where you can rent to like they host D&D back there. Because I was telling her, I was like, well, I have a friend Riza who would love this restaurant. Let me just tell you.
yeah.
So it was like the most like coolest themed
And this
restaurant
is
I've ever
in
been
Long
to.
Beach.
No, this is in like Anaheim, Santa Ana area.
We should tell Michelle about that.
Oh, I should tell Michelle. Add to my list, Michelle.
She lives down in that.
Yeah.
She lives in where? She live at?
LA.
Is it Anaheim area?
No,
It'd be
she's more LA-ish than that.
blah blah blah.
She's closer to Long
I
Beach.
can't
than-
remember. She's told me,
Anyways,
but I can't.
I'll tell. Michelle and Rise. That's what I want to tell. Anyways, so there was that one. Then I went to I don't know, but I also went to a place that's called Lucero's, and they've been making like pan dulce, so Mexican breads, Mexican cakes. They've had the same recipe since like 1976. It's a family recipe. And so I was like, well, I have to have a churro while I'm there. Because, like, how do you not? I'm picky about everything that I eat. Obviously, I just threw away like 7 baked goods the day before. It was the best one I've ever had. It was like so crispy on the outside and there's so much chewiness in the middle. I was like, I haven't eaten anything today. I've had a shake. But I would order like 3 more of these. I even told him, I was like, this is the best one that I've ever had. And next time I'm in town, I'm
something
getting
about
another
a
one.
real. I can't churro.
Churro.
There's something about a real churro. that will change your life.
So
If you've
good.
had them, like if you've gone to like, because I always have them at Costco,
Yeah.
and they're for what they are, they're okay. No, it's like having a hot dog at Costco. It's not. It serves the purpose. Having a hot dog at, because how much are they? A couple bucks. You know,
yeah.
at Costco, so they're worth a couple bucks. They're big, couple dollars. Same with the hot dog. It's $1.50.
Yeah.
Big, $1.50. So it's not the best dog in the world by any means.
Yeah.
But it is sufficient. But if you take that and all the things that you eat, that you taste in a Costco churro, I'll just call it churro
Okay.
for
Yeah.
Costco's sake, because it's Pacific Northwest churro. So all the things that you're like, wow, this is good. If you have a traditional Mexican churro, it's like having to me, it's like having the perfect snickerdoodle. Because a snickerdoodle and a churro, a correct one, are similar in tastes and similar in texture, but on a different level.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I couldn't compare them.
No, they're
Other than cinnamon sugar.
no, yeah, but that was like, but that's and the kind of crispy on the outside, chewy in the middle. So if you take all those things, that's where they're similar. Then they kind of go, they really branch out.
That place was good. And the nice thing was, they didn't make me pay. So it was so nice. I was like,
What?
oh, thanks. Yeah, it was a free one.
What?
I know. Number 2. So then I had a big gap in my schedule, and I kept trying to reschedule people to move my flight up. Nobody would reschedule. Everyone was on a timeline. They couldn't do it. And I said, whatever.
For a reason.
I know. So then I traveled all over Orange County because I really wanted to find a Dubai bar. I know where I can order online, but the people like say there's these certain places in Orange County that are really good. So the one that I tried the last time I was there, I didn't like it. It was too much chalk on the outside. So then I went to this place called La Mirage. I didn't get one there, but I got a baklava there, like 3 different kinds, and some other cookies. I wasn't a fan of the guy, but I was like, I'm here. I'm going to order something. Let's move forward. So then I was
You weren't a fan of the person?
No.
Oh.
He was very, I mean, he wasn't mean. He was just very, like, not customer service friendly.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, it did bum me out. So then I went to the next place, which is called Jerusalem Roastery.
Oh.
Completely different. So I'm walking around, and there are so many, like, European chocolate, European cookies, like all the things that, like, really taste good. I was like, this is so overwhelming because I want one of everything. There was mixed nuts, there were spices. I walk up and he's like, do you want a Turkish coffee? Like, so he pours me some. I don't drink coffee, but I was like, I can't say no. You offered me something. I'm obviously going to try it. So I try it and I was like, this actually isn't bad. I hate coffee and this is pretty good. So we talked about coffee and we talked about like the little like maker things to use to make it. And I was like, well, I'm traveling, so I can't really take any with me. Then I got some Dubai chocolate from that guy. And then I got Scooter roast, like their coffee blend that they make right there. So they take like a medium roast, a dark roast, and then cardamom, 3 different kinds of cardamom. And they grind it, and that's it. And then you have your coffee. And it's so finely ground that you don't have to strain it. You just literally add hot water, and then your coffee's done. But I was like so excited for Scooter to try it because I was like, ooh, this sounds good.
That's going to be so caffeinated.
I don't think I had
like
2 shots of it.
But if you don't strain it, that's like eating coffee beans, bro.
I'm just saying,
That's
I
gonna
didn't
be
even feel
delicious.
wired today, and I had 2.
Sounds delicious.
He was just so nice and friendly. So I got a couple things from him. And then, where did I go today? Oh, that's the water thing. So then I went to my last audit, and there was a guy we were chatting. His business isn't even the water. They make furniture. But he had a big jug of water.
What?
I know.
Okay,
I know.
now I'm confused.
So
he's just a fan of the water thing?
On like a side thing,
Okay,
they
so
do
he
the
does
water.
do the water thing.
But that wasn't what I was auditing.
No, but that's not what I'm asking.
Right, on a side
So
thing.
it's not just like
Some random water.
me promoting Log Off Brewing.
Right.
Right?
No.
Like it's
No.
Okay, so he actually does the water thing.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. So it's the system called, I want to say it's Kangen. Can't say it right, but it's Kangen. It's like a Japanese system. It's been around for a long time. And it makes like this literally medical grade water. And that's, so he gave me, it sounds weird, to give me a bag of water. And Scooter's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, he gave me a bag of water. I don't know what to tell you.
But all I get in a message was like, so I brought a bag
I
of
checked
water.
the bag. He gave me a bag. Someone gave me a bag of water.
And she sent me a link to this water thing, to some water process thing. And I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. And she goes, so I'm bringing a bag of water. And I'm like, who brings a bag of water?
I was just confused when he offered
No,
it.
I saw it. We have a bag of water. And I was like, well, can we ship that to here? And she goes, no, they sell the process of doing it. Like
you buy like the machine and you hook it up. Yeah.
That makes it do it itself. And I was like, okay, that sounds
so
amazing.
the thing about
Can you water your plants with it too?
No.
Oh, wow.
Not with this. Because it's alkalized water. And so on the little machine.
Turn down the alkalized dial?
Wait, let me finish talking. Let me land. On the machine, there's 3 different things. So there's like, there's one that's for cleaning, where the water is like literally you can just clean and go forward from that button. This is like sterilized water, basically. And then the second one is regular water for like plants and stuff. And then the third one is the one that we have. And the one that we have is supposed to be like you use it when you're taking your supplements because it helps absorb better.
But it's the same machine can do all of those things? So you just adjust and push
You just push a button.
Hells yeah.
Yeah. But this one too, he said you have to be careful because like the more toxins you have in your body, the more it affects you. It makes you feel dizzy. Like if you have too much crap in your body, it makes you feel dizzy. It makes you feel high sometimes.
Yeah, I'm into it.
It throws you off. So he's like, you have to like take a little bit at a time to see what's going to do.
I'll be sloshed off a gallon of water. That'd be so great.
We're just going to try a shot at a time.
Nah.
We'll see how it goes.
I'm doing a pint at a time.
You'll be pooping yourself.
That's fine.
Not this weekend.
Yeah,
Anyways,
we have some.
Yeah, so then he gave me a free bag of water, and I was like, man, what a good day for things. It's been so nice.
Yeah, she came home with like treats.
I did.
Sometimes you come home with treats. Sometimes you come home with just like attitude.
Yeah.
This time it was treats.
This time it was treats. It was good.
Yeah.
I got CJ a thing of cookies. The bag of coffee I was selling Scooter, which is crazy. That usually when you get like a blend of coffee that's like specially blended and all this other stuff, it's like
$20.
Right.
Yeah.
So the 3 pieces of Dubai chocolate I got was like $27. But the coffee, the half pound of coffee, $5.
And I mean, I'm interested in this coffee thing.
Yeah, I think you're gonna like it. I really think you're gonna like it.
Probably try it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's like a weird like citrus note. In
Can't try it tonight because I had an afternoon evening cold brew.
I don't think it's gonna keep you up. I didn't feel jacked from it.
I was
felt like it was
sleepy, and now I'm not.
All right, but that's my thing. That was my eating day.
Those are all your good things. Those
Yeah.
are your traveling good things.
Those were my traveling. Well, that was my food day.
Well, it's
I had a
still
whole
travel.
food day.
You got it through
Yeah.
travel.
Ryan, you should try it.
No, we'll go.
Oh, we'll bring some.
It's in Long Beach.
Oh yeah, that too. We're all gonna be in Long Beach.
I mean, we are going to go to Long Beach. The end of July?
Yeah, but we can also just bring some when we go to March.
We'll stay an extra day.
I think we are. I mean,
Well,
you
we
and I
are.
are. Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
Thursday, coming back Monday.
Because what is it? It's Friday, Saturday.
Saturday, Sunday. Pretty sure it's Saturday, Sunday. Why?
I don't know.
Made a funny face.
Whatever. What?
Did I make a funny face?
No, I did.
Oh.
I was just like, what day are we doing? I don't know. The end of July, we'll be down there as a group. So maybe we'll go there
Oh yeah, we'll go get
in person,
churros.
IRL. Yeah. We're going to Long Beach,
Thursday night. Let's go get churros
so we can
and
do
coffee.
that. We could bring some too, but I think to me it's one of those. It's a placebo thing too.
It's
like
not.
going. It's the experience of going to a place.
Yeah.
I don't say the placebo effect is real, and I like it.
The issue I have is that you and Ryan are gonna walk into this place. And you can be like, "I want everything in here."
Yeah.
And you guys will be best friends with the guy.
Yeah.
You're just gonna keep buying things.
We'll have to check a bag, get
It's gonna be all bad. Me and Bailey would be like, "No."
Yeah.
But they do have the most like gorgeous sets for like serving the coffee, and like even the one that he had. He's like, "Oh, I have this one where you just put the water in, it does this," and I was like, "He's
Does
like,
do they do the Turkish one with the sand stuff too?
He doesn't, but he sells the ones where you can do it."
Well, he sells the kit.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
I know. He's like, did you want to? Because he had the little, because you could also just put on a stove. He's like, did you want to just buy one, take with you? I was like, if I had any space left in this bag, I would. But I'm already pushing it.
Yeah.
This was before I got the water.
Right. Gotta check a bag for once in a long time.
Oh man. Anyways, cool place. We'll definitely have to check it out when we're there.
Yeah,
Even the cauldron we should check out when we're there.
Cauldron would be great.
And they have bread pudding.
At the Cauldron?
Yeah. I was reading their menu when I was there. I told her, I said, I'm gonna be back because you have bread pudding, and I always look for bread pudding wherever
we
I
went
go.
to a game-oriented, like bar restaurant.
Yeah.
One time, and where was that?
Oh, where was that?
No, Culver's.
No,
Was
Burbank.
Burbank. It was
Yeah.
in the Burbank area.
It wasn't the Burbank area.
Um,
Because this one's not game oriented. It literally is like witchy.
yeah, this one
Cool.
the last one it was very board games and video games.
Yeah.
Like people were watching video game tournaments. They were playing board games.
I think we're gonna like the cauldron when we go in there, and they get really good ratings. Yeah,
Oh well, then it must be great.
I know. Anyways, that's my
On
good
top of
things.
that. All right, so those are our good things so far. We'll probably come back to them because she'll remember something, and
Will.
then we'll loop back.
Rant of the week. Rant of the week.
Rant of the
week.
You said- what? What's going on?
Nothing.
You said I would lube.
It
back?
sounds like you said lube back. Well, lube
Lube.
back.
Maybe that's where my head's at.
I don't think I have a rant.
I do.
Oh,
Well,
I
have
do.
one.
I lied. I have one.
Okay, go. Or do you want me
No, you go ahead.
to? Okay, so you know when you're going and it's a checkout lane. Okay, so it happened to me today at Home Depot. So there's quite a few people in line. Most of the Home Depot here, all of them are self checkout.
Yeah.
Except for the lumber
pro.
lanes. Yeah, the pro lanes or the lumber lanes. Which they used to call them pro. That's true. But I don't know if they still do. But yeah, everything else is self checkout. And they have like one or two people monitoring them. But you go up there and people that hold up the line dropping stuff, dropping like all their lumber sticks, falling out of the basket, and they're like waiting, pushing buttons, and you're like, dude, can I just get in line? Because they're waiting for you to for that person to find the UPC.
Right.
And SKU's written on it, and there you see there's one guy who's sitting there was like, hey, how do I put in a SKU? He's pushing the button. How do I put in a SKU? The lady looks over and goes, you just scan the code right there. So that person held up the line, drops his sticks all out of the thing, so it holds up the line. So that was really my only rant. The only problem is that person was me. It was me.
What?
That was in the lane. I was buying yardsticks.
Who are you?
And all I saw was a SKU. I was like, oh, I can punch in the SKU. Went up there, set them on the thing. They all fell on the floor. And I said, how do I punch in the SKU? And she walks over and she goes, it's right there.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
go, oh, and then I scanned it, put them in the bag area. They fell on the floor again. So the guy that I'm ranting about was this guy.
Were they circular? Why
What
are
do you
they
mean?
falling?
What do you mean?
Don't they have flat edges?
They're a stick.
Right.
But you know the little bag area?
Yeah.
I was setting them up in the bag area.
Like standing up.
Yeah. And they just, there was only 4 of them. But
Loser.
yeah, I was.
Just kidding.
So the guy that I'm ranting about was literally me today. I was just like, this guy.
You know, they're probably thinking, God, what's wrong with this old guy?
But seriously, what? It's like, you know, good thing I wasn't dressed nice or something.
Oh man.
But yeah, that was my rant because I would rant about that person, but today
That's funny.
that person was me.
Mm-mm.
So
That's
we've all
fantastic.
been there.
Man, I would have been so annoyed.
Yeah.
This freaking guy.
I was annoyed by that guy too. I was like, oh my gosh, if I was the guy behind me, I was like, what an idiot.
That's funny. Ryan said they wouldn't believe you used to work there.
used to work. I mean,
He should be. That's what I'm saying. He should be ashamed of himself.
I worked there for 9 years.
Can't figure out how to scan something.
But I was just like, well, I picked up the stick out of the thing and it says SKU and it had the 6-digit SKU on it. So I was like, oh, I know what a SKU is. Cool. We'll go up there and we'll punch it in. And then there's no punch in button. And I was like, there's just the scan gun. I was like, well, this is stupid. Well, if I flipped over the stick that was on the bottom side of the stick, it's only like a 4-foot stick.
Oh my
it's not like
gosh.
It's not like 10 feet.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Right. So what's a skew? Old people terms.
What's a skew? One of those. It's a shorter version of something you put in your kebab.
Stupid.
The baby one only holds one piece of meat.
All right. I have a rant and then an odd thought because I listened to something this week. So, flight home delayed, but great because it was nearly empty. 100 empty seats.
A flight, usually it holds like 175 also, right?
At least, and it was the big one that had like
so
the lights and the new seats and everything. So I was super excited.
Okay, but
So
I was
like,
ooh.
But
I was just saying, that's all over half of it was empty then, right?
Yeah, there was a ton of space.
Yeah.
So I have my headphones in because I'm already done with people. And there's a couple that walks by and they stop where I'm at. And they said to each other, here? And they put their stuff up. And I look up and I'm like, then I look back on my phone and they kept on walking. I thought, the F are you talking about? There's 100 empty seats. Why would 2 of you sit next to me? They kept moving, so it was nice. But I'm pretty sure my face said, F you talking about right now? Not here, actually. They weren't even like the last people on the plane. There was plenty of seats in the back. I'm just like, no, not here. You can leave your stuff here, but I'm gonna need you to keep moving.
They go to sit down. I was like,
I really wanted to be like, I mean, at least my face said no, because my whole being was wanting to be like, what's happening to me right now?
Yeah.
I'm tired of people sitting next to me when it's an empty flight.
So true. They don't sit next to me.
I know. I don't know how to
the
get them.
only people that do actually, I mean, if it's us two, it's anybody
Yeah.
will sit next to us. But if it's just me, it's usually some old lady.
Who wants to have a chat?
Yeah. It's the messy.
Yeah.
I have 37 things. I have 37 bags inside my bag somehow, and 8 meals.
Yeah.
And
That
I'm
does
like,
seem to be the person you attract.
yeah, 17 pairs of plug-in something, and they all have to be plugged in before something functions. That's the funniest thing to me. I was like,
Oh my.
how many cords did you bring?
Yeah.
Like I've so many times I've seen that sit next to me like have 1 to 2 devices, but 7 cables. Like they have headphones. They might have headphones and I don't know the other part, like the charger cable.
Yeah.
And then what's the third one for? What's the other one just kind of hanging out?
Just because they can.
Then they put a case on it that has a strap. I mean, the cases for like iPads or phones that are bigger than a purse is insane.
I agree.
I was like,
I agree.
no. Like, I put a case on my phone just so that when I drop it or need the little flippy stand,
Yeah.
that's literally why would I need anything else on my phone? If my phone would lay flat without a case, I would probably not have a case on it.
Yeah. Makes sense. All right. Here's the thing that I heard today, and it reminded me of you. Oh, I do have one more rant.
Go. We're still in rants.
Budget lost my car. So I rented a car.
That's twice.
From Budget. Yeah.
Twice.
Thanks for putting me off. Rented a car from Budget. And Fresno, I get it, because Fresno's a friggin' mess. If they didn't lose my car, I'd be shocked. But this one's Sacramento, and usually I have it's usually really good. And so I get a message, they're like, yo, your car was due on the 31st. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I turned it in. And so the app is just like, your car thing ended on the 31st. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I turned it back in. So I tried calling them, put me on hold for over an hour, and I hung up because I couldn't do it anymore. I called them.
It was on hold.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 55 minutes.
Yeah.
I
And
think.
it wasn't even an option. Usually they'll say like, hey, give us your number, we'll call you back. They didn't even do that. So I sat on hold. So I tried again the next day. It was 20 minutes. I hung up again. I don't have time for it. So then finally, it was like 5 or 6 days after, because I think today was I finally got to talk to somebody, and I was like, I don't have it. Like, even the little track my car thing is not there anymore. Like, I don't have it. And they're like, oh, we're so sorry. We'll go ahead and close it out for you. And I was like, thanks, but do you know where it is? Should I be concerned?
Well, that's the second time that's happened to you.
I know. Bums me out.
There was something that happened to me there. Here's my question. Not even about, it's completely different than what you're saying. So still trying to understand. But just something that popped into my head. So I was at a meeting today in a communal office building.
Say it. Regis.
Yeah, Regis, where you have different companies within one building. But in the waiting room there is like, I have a serious question. If you're not 85 to 90 years old and went to art school, who else is listening to smooth jazz?
Some people like it.
No. Like,
it's
who?
calming.
You say some people.
People find it
name
calming.
me one person you know, one person that you actually know
that will choose smooth
on
jazz.
purpose,
I don't
not in a waiting room, not in an elevator, will purposely listen to smooth jazz.
I don't know any. But
there you go.
I don't know anybody that gets as mad as you did.
No, but I'm in my
having to listen.
50s, and I was like, I still know nobody that on purpose goes, you know what I want to listen to today? Smooth jazz.
Yeah, my Aunt Gwenny's love smooth jazz. Those are jam.
But
she liked
it? She was much older.
Yeah.
And she was very artistic.
It's true.
So I feel like
it's calming for her.
No,
maybe you need
my theory is still true.
And yoga.
I said if you're an old person that is that went through art school and artistic, that's who listens to smooth jazz. Who else listens to it?
But it's still around, so somebody has to.
But it's all over the place.
Yeah.
It's on your. I think this is what triggered me. It was when you were on hold. They had that playing, and in the office at Regis they have it playing. In the elevators they have it playing, and I'm like, who made this choice? Like,
I think it calms most people.
No, I don't think it does.
You.
I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, does it calm you?
Yeah.
How?
Because it's so in the background, I don't even notice it exists.
You're like, ooh, yeah, remember that song by Europe, Final Countdown? You know what I want? A saxophone version of that song.
I just think it's so, like, you don't even notice it. That's the whole point of it. It's supposed to be good background music because you don't notice it. But only you get so angered and triggered by it.
Oh my gosh. I feel like it was ridiculous. Like, I can't remember what it was called. Funky Boy was one of the artists. And I'm like, no, you're not. Like, no, you're not. Now there has been some artists that are considered smooth jazz artists that I wouldn't classify as smooth jazz. They're just jazz.
Yeah.
But I wish those would pop up, like Barry's Hammond, great guitarist. Even Slash has done some jazz stuff. But when they classify it as smooth jazz, it's like it's just a saxophone. And again, maybe some percussion.
Because it calms people, just not
you. It does not. No, it's murder music. Like this voice. It's murder music.
All right, here's the thing that I heard today. And it reminded me of you. Anxiety or anxiety. What? I like either one. But it's literally when you're at an event.
Because I'm anxious?
You're at an event. You don't want to pee because you're scared that something good is going to happen while you're gone. I was like, if that's not the most scooter thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
For sure.
He's like, I've seen him so many times, like, I have to pee. I'm like, then go. But something's happening. No, it's fine. Go pee. It's going to keep moving.
Should I pee right now?
What am I going to miss?
Wait 5 more minutes?
Oh my gosh.
It's in every movie I go to. If I go to the movie theater, do you know what I wait for? And I think I've watched so many movies and I've written so many stories and so many those kind of things is like story arcs, and I understand them so well. When the love story arc, when everything's like doing this and ramping up, and then you get into that moment, that intimate love story mark, I was like, P moment. Reason being is it's usually like in Western cinema, this is what there's a formula to it. Everything starts off with like backgrounds and stories and who's who and what's going on, and then you have some sort of something's going on that everybody needs to be involved in, right? Some sort of event, good, bad, indifferent, funny, chaotic, whatever. You have to establish that event. And then as soon as that event is present for everyone, it calms down for a little bit. And then it has these little stories of the intimate moment. As soon as that happens, pee time, because I don't care about that moment because I'm not fully invested in these people.
Yeah.
Right. And especially if it's I already know that you like this person. They've established that. And I'm like, okay, I don't need to get that whole awkward, like, oh, but I really,
But you can't do that at
I'm
parties.
with somebody. Yeah.
You
but
just struggle. And
there's
like,
no
I have
moment.
to pee so bad.
And I think that's the problem is in movies I can do it, but in real life, I can't find that moment because as soon as the music stops, everybody starts conversing and having fun. I was like, oh, but I want to hear their music. But I was like, oh, I want to hang out with the people. Oh my God, who wants to go do a shot and a beer? I was like, oh, I'm missing. I mean,
but
so
it's
how do
gonna
we
be
fix that?
fine.
Do we have to? Can we just install a catheter?
No, you just go pee and don't worry about it, like the rest of us.
Let
the
me
rest of us
know.
non-FOMO people, we just go pee and don't care about what's happening when we're gone.
Well, you never know what's going on.
I know what's going on.
I
Sometimes
know.
I just don't care.
You just don't care.
Right. There's
So
a
you
difference.
don't know.
I do know. I just don't care.
Cool.
But yeah, anxiety it's for you. Or anxiety. Whichever one you want to use. What's happening?
Good.
You having a heart attack?
God, no.
You having a burp attack?
No. All right, I'm back.
What's happening?
I did not drink enough water today.
Oh yeah, that was me yesterday.
And then I ate before I went and picked you up.
Mm-hmm. What'd you have?
I don't know. Is it udon? Udon?
Oh, the udon noodles?
Yeah, udon noodles with
Ooh.
some pork and I think there was some cabbage
Oh
in
yeah,
it.
Tavala.
It was good. It was really good. But when something's really good, I forget to drink water.
Yeah, that's fair.
And also I was like, I've had 3 coffees today.
That's crazy.
So I usually drink more water during the day, like fizzy water or ginger tea water.
What?
What?
Ginger tea water.
Yeah, you put
That's not a
ginger
thing.
tea in water.
That's just tea.
Yeah. So if I put a leaf in a cup of water, is it tea? Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of mumble.
I think it is.
No.
That water, the bag water, you can use
that
it to make tea.
That
You don't have
tea?
to warm it up. I don't know what it does to the tea, but apparently you don't have to warm it up to make tea. What he said.
That makes sense.
I don't know. Something about the particle thingies are so small. Blah,
Yeah,
blah,
they're
blah.
small. I
Science-y.
mean, there's something to that when it comes to their. Is it soju and sake is very similar in that aspect. The water quality and the grains that you put in good soju and good sake is served cold, because it doesn't. It can dilute in the good. If it's better water, better good stuff, you don't need it. Something like that.
What's
So,
up? I only have one thing.
What's up? Oh, so what's up in your what's next segment?
Yeah.
What's up in you?
Everyone. Everywhere.
Everyone's up in you?
Everywhere.
What are we doing? Are you starting in OnlyFans? What are you
Super Bowl's this
Trying to bake a-
weekend. That's the only thing that matters.
break a record?
Super Bowl. If you're not watching it, you're lame. Just kidding.
I mean,
Just kidding. I mean, you should watch it. Root for the Eagles. Screw the cake.
watching it for Kendrick.
Save Bailey. Go Eagles. Go Birds.
Go Kendrick.
Oh yeah, you watch for the halftime show. I don't care.
I don't really care about Kendrick.
We just all need our good vibes to go to the Eagles and not the other team.
What does Ryan say?
Sarah's a homie hopper. Here's the crazy thing. I love my homie.
Yeah.
My homie is my homie.
Yeah.
But
She's been an
I'm
Eagles
tired.
fan.
I'm tired
But
of
she's
them,
also-
number one.
But-
I'm tired of saying Taylor Swift, number two.
No, but hold on.
But I am an Eagles fan.
History of Sarah.
Yeah.
She was an Eagles fan before she liked Mahomie.
Yes.
Like she was. She's always been a Philadelphia Eagles fan. No matter, doesn't have to do with Jalen being there. It doesn't have to do with anything being there. It's not a fair weather
You know.
Sarah. She's always been an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
It's just every year she also picks like another team. It's like, oh, she was really for Washington. She was really
Yes,
rooting for them
those are
this year
Commanders, man. I was really rooting for them.
because they were underdogs and they were most of them are
Yeah.
rookies.
And the
So
Dolphins the year before.
Yeah, she does like. I mean, Mahomes he's
good.
the Kelsey. I don't. What's his even first name? Is it
Jason? Travis.
Travis or Jason? It's a Kelsey brother.
Eh.
I like the bearded brother better.
He's better.
He was in another team.
He's on the Eagles. He just retired.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I liked him. I still like him. He's got more of a personality to me.
Sorry, Ryan. He
What?
said, I meant for her comment of everyone's up in her.
That's what I was saying. Like you said. I said, what's up? Everything's up in me. I was like, oh my goodness.
Whatever.
Like,
I was trying to say the everywhere.
I know, but you moved on before I said you're trying to break another record on
No.
OnlyFans. What are we doing?
I mean, maybe.
Oh.
Gross. Disgusting. Anyways, watch the Super Bowl. We're going to be watching it. We're going to be cheering. We're going to be eating food and laughing and drinking beer.
Sloot. Call him a slag.
Yeah, you do call him slag.
We call him slags.
British.
Hello, governor.
Okay. What?
Happy birthday.
Oh, no. This is where it's going to get fun. Go ahead, let's do it third time. He can't do accents. Let's go 3 times.
Hello, governor.
You can't say the same thing. You have to make something else.
Happy birthday.
There it goes. Scare's accents are the best. He can only do it if he's not paying attention.
Mhm.
Once he starts focusing, it goes all bad.
But that's even my own accent. That's even my own American accent goes off, and you go, "What? Why are you talking like that?" I was like, "Talking like what?" Sometimes I just
Okay, there's
lose
something.
it. I lose it.
Okay, so Scooter's kind of like a hypochondriac, but he's also he feels like he has what everyone else has. Anytime he's not feeling well, but he also does the same thing for accents. So if he listens to something long enough, he starts adapting to their accent, and then
Yeah.
he mixes it with his own. And then I'm like, "What's happening right now?" He's like, "I don't know. I've always said it." I'm like, "No. Who are you listening to?
I'm
Because that's new."
You do something similar also. But,
I was throwing British slang.
yeah, saying slag. That's a good one.
I've never said slag.
Well, we can now
Well,
because
you did.
he wanted to say slut, but he said sloot. I was like, just say slag. It's fine.
Oh man. All
All
right.
right.
Now we got shout outs.
I think the difference is
Oh.
though, sluts don't get paid. So
Slags don't get paid either.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know that.
I mean, then I think you actually established a tax bracket when you
Stupid.
step out of the slut phase.
Oh yeah.
We're all sluts.
Yeah.
For one reason or another.
Chocolate cake.
Well, yeah, we're
baked
all
goods.
a slut for something. Let's be real. I was like, yeah, sounds good. I'll take that.
How far do I have to drive to give this piece of cake?
Sounds
I'm
great.
in.
Cake.
No,
How
I
far
love
do you
cake.
need to drive to get those cakes? I mean, piece of cake. I mean,
No, mine was a piece of cake.
oh,
Just wasn't good.
hers is just the actual piece of cake.
It actually was. Cookie
All right.
cake. I'm
What
all
are we
in.
doing now?
Shout outs.
Shout out!
Woo! So there's gonna be a lot of those this week
A lot of what?
on Sunday. Woo!
Why? Oh, yeah.
What?
No, I mean, anything to do with football, basketball. Yeah, those are the two that you get more woos
Yeah.
on those two sports.
Soccer, football
No,
sometimes.
I'm just saying,
if I'm watching it.
sometimes. I said
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
is always basketball.
Oh,
or
for
football.
sure.
Yeah. Baseball. You're like, ooh. No, ooh.
Oh man. I know.
Okay,
Sorry,
go.
back to we go. So I was talking to
Back to
one
what?
of my audits, and we were talking about football, because obviously it's Super Bowl this weekend. And he was saying 2 years ago, I think it was Eminem's year. Was Eminem's year 2 year last year?
No, it was 2 years ago.
He
Yes,
got
wasn't-
to go to the Super Bowl when Eminem was playing. I said, shut
Wasn't
your-"
it 2 years ago?
What?
Who was last year?
I think it was last year.
Last year was not the crew.
Was it 2 years ago? I don't know. Time goes by real fast.
When was it in LA?
I don't remember. Anyways, he got to go to the Super Bowl for free. because his cousin worked for somebody, and so he got to go to Super Bowl, and they let him bring one
How
person.
come you don't connect with these people?
Because I'm not, his cousin's got the hook. I'm not him. Anyways,
I understand, but make friends.
and I'm not good at that. His cousin told him, all you have to do is pay for your own food. I'll cover the flight, the room, everything else. He's like, we had great seats. I was like, man. He's like, because otherwise, I'm not going. That's crazy. He's like, the one thing I did drop money on, he's like, which my wife doesn't even know about still, is I wanted to go to
What he's telling you.
yeah, which is hilarious. He wanted to go to a World Series game. He's like, I dropped $3,000 for a ticket. He's like, I said I would throw up. He's like, I felt sick the next day, but it was too late. It was done.
I mean, but if that's your thing,
no, I would vomit because the Super Bowl is like $5,000 minimum, and that's for like up in the rafters.
Right.
And obviously, I'm not sitting up in the rafters. I'm going to Super Bowl. I'm paying $10,000 for a seat.
I think that's
all by myself because we can't both go.
okay. But that's
$20,000 crazy.
You gotta.
No, I still couldn't do it. It's too much money. I could go on vacation for a month for $10,000
Yeah, but your story is like, I went on vacation for a month and
watch Super Bowl
and
from a
watched the
villa.
beach and watch
$10,000's
people
crazy is all I'm saying.
hang out.
They need to figure that crap
Or you're
out.
like, hey, I watched Eminem and Dre and
Or-
Snoop.
Or we make
like-
friends with somebody who can get us in for free.
Literally what I just said.
I can't.
Like,
I said
make
we.
friends.
We.
I don't have that kind of job that you do.
You could.
No, I can't.
You could go walk around meeting people and talking about football.
I can't count beans for a living.
It's not a living. It's for bills. Difference.
All right. Are we
Shout outs.
on shout outs
Yes.
or what? Mine's blank.
Okay, I have 3. Number 1. Lenny finished her first chapter book, and I thought that was adorable.
Oh, that was super rad.
Shout out to Lenny for
But
finishing her first
the
chapter book.
only drawback is it's the Lion Witch and the Wardrobe.
What's wrong with that?
Feels like a cult.
A great book.
Feels like
Did you ever read it?
ow.
How
Arrow-
dare you?
I didn't have to read it because Arrow would quote it all the time
Great
for
book.
like 3 to 4 years straight.
Great book. Shout
Yeah.
out to my friend Erlia. Her son's like, I want to say he's 4. Pretty sure he's 4.
3, I thought. No?
Mm,
Oh, you just turned 3.
he's the same age as Jackie, little Jackie, and I think she's gonna be 4.
He's
I don't-
4?
I think so.
That's your
I'm terrible with ages. I don't
Hmm.
know. Anyways, so he's reading, and Erlia's his teacher was like messaging Erlia. He was like, "Man, you have a little genius on your hands. It's so great how he's reading words." And she's just like, "I'm just so proud." I was like, "You should be. It's so cute." And he's such a cute human. So shout out to her for getting good news and hearing her son's little genius. I was like, of course he is. You're like the biggest nerd that I know.
Yeah, she is.
He is you. And the things that she does is like just being a single mom killing it. Ah, so cool.
Single adjacent.
Last one. This one made me laugh because I didn't even understand what was happening. So I got off the plane, and I always, once I leave the little tram, I always buy a pack of gum when I at the airport. It's an addiction, can't help it. So I went to the same lady I always go to, and I was like, she's like, "Oh, do you want to buy anything?" I was like, "Yeah, can I get a pack of gum?" She said, "Yes."
The usual.
But yeah, right. The usual. The Sarah special. And she's like, "Did you want to buy something to donate for the troops?" And there's like a whole package thing. I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." And she's like, "You can pick any item out of here or anything off the shelf, and we'll donate to them." I said, "Okay, cool." So I was like, "Oh, let's go with the beef jerky." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I am so excited." I was like, "Did I win the special prize?"
Are you the troop? Are you the troop
She
that I'm
was-
buying the beef jerky
She
for?
was so excited. She's like, "No, you don't understand. Because if we get so many donations, like I already won a $20 gift card this week, but now I get to go out to lunch with my manager and I get a lunch all by myself." She's like, "I am
Oh.
so excited. Thank you so much for doing the donation." I was like, "All right. I mean, you're welcome." I was like, "But it has to just be beef jerky?"
Well,
Like,
but-
what was the thing?
No. I mean, but put that on the back end of that. Think about if you run your own company, but if you're a manager in retail, it's kind of like, you ever watch Waiting or whatever? Okay. Ever watch anything that's retail based? You watch,
Superstore.
You've watched Tires.
Yeah.
Which is the Shane Gillis one. You've watched, stuff that's Superstore.
Yeah.
And these are based out of reality.
Right.
Right. And everybody, there's an incentive or a program, or it's like, okay, ask for a donation. I was like, why?
Yeah.
Well, that's because that's what we're supposed to do. And to go, but I don't want to, and I just want to get paid for my job. And they're like, no, but you have to. I was like, no, I really don't. Right? My job is not to do anything extra. It's to do my job. No, but it was like, but the incentive on the back end, somebody saying you get to go to lunch with your manager, which I feel like that's a punishment.
Maybe she really likes her manager.
Maybe, I mean, go drink vodka with your manager, which that happened to me. It was under the table kind of thing at Home Depot. One of my store managers, did some freight stuff that wasn't really on the books with the Russians out of Tacoma. But the only way to do that, this is 20 years ago. But that's why he always had really good vodka in his glove compartment in his Ford Bronco, his Bronco 2 or whatever. So if we'd stay all night and do like a reset of some stuff and do all this stuff, and then we go do shots of really nice vodka in the parking lot. That's an incentive for me to work 30 hours straight and reset a whole lighting department or plumbing or whatever. I was like, to have shots in the morning before I go home, probably not smart, but still, I was like, that's an incentive.
She was just so cute, and
that's what I mean.
She's like, you know me how donations I've had this week? I was like, no, how many? She's like, you're number 130. I was like, dang. She's like, do I just have a face that makes people want to donate? And I was like, I guess.
I was like,
she was so cute. She's like this little lady.
but you're like, well, yeah,
I was like,
hoping.
Oh, okay.
We're hoping the money that would go towards your dental work.
She could be lying to me. I don't know, but she made me excited about it. So I was like, oh, this is exciting. I thought I wanted to cry. She was literally like, oh my God, this is so exciting. I was like, is it? I just woke up.
I was like, but some people, that's what they live for, man.
She was cute. She was cute. So that was my shout out to her for being so excited and getting her prize. Don't know what her name is. I didn't even see. I threw my receipt away.
Had been Margaret.
No. Anne? Maybe an Anne. I mean, I'll see her next week.
Bella.
I'll ask her when I'm back.
She's like, you want some more beef jerky?
I know.
Like, no.
I'm like, what's the prize this week? Which one should I pick?
Like, your donation 131. I was like, what? It's like, yeah, you've donated 130 times. It's like, it was you the whole time.
Oh, she was cute. That's my last shout out.
Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have a shout out. The book was really cool to see that and chat with Ariel about it. Babies are doing well on the Bailey and Ryan end, from what they're saying.
Did you not know how to say the last name?
What? On the Bailey and on the baby Blake Lulu.
Hilarious.
And shout outs to them. Yeah, because it's got to be.
Yeah.
That's an adjustment and a half.
Oh, sure.
But hopefully you're getting some sleep.
Please for losers.
That, I mean, shout out wise. Oh, did it come out today? There should be I think it's coming out today. A new song, shoot. I think it did come out today. A new Ambiverse song, I think dropped today.
Is that the sabotage one?
Yeah, self-sabotage.
Should have wore the swim.
Shoot. I told you I was just like, but they released all the merch before the song came out. Because that was pretty funny to talk to him and go, hey, I'm gonna buy this merch, but that song better not be shit. I was like, I'm gonna, I was like, you can't release merch before the song comes out. So, ooh, watch is telling me to stand up. No, it said you did it. I don't know what I did. Must have been moving around too much.
All the moving back and forth.
The wiggles. Yeah, that's about it. Shout out wise.
Entertainment.
Entertainment of the week.
I don't know that I have anything. I started watching Night Agent season 2. I tried watching with Scooter. He doesn't get it.
It's dumb. It's overacted.
I don't know why I watched it with you. I knew you weren't gonna like it. I was like, why did I watch this with you?
I like the premise, but it is really overacted.
It is.
And it's overacted and poorly acted at the same time. Which
How
are
dare you? How
you know I'm right. Okay.
I don't like season 2 as much as I like season 1, but I'm still enjoying it. So that's mine.
I just don't like. I have a problem with watching shows or movies that tell you what's already happening in the scene and the dialogue matches what's happening in the scene. That makes no sense to me. You know, like, to put it in a simple terms, like, standing right over there. They say that in dialogue, but you can see it in the frame. Like, why are you saying that? And they're not talking to another person. It's self-dialogue or something. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's not for you. It's okay. I won't watch it with you anymore.
And that's like,
The Voice. We started watching The Voice is back.
yes. That's not a guilty pleasure. It's just a pleasure.
Yeah. I
Because
like The Voice.
it's you turn your brain off and listen to some music. Some of it's good, bad. Some of it's different. Most of it's indifferent.
Sure.
A little bit's bad. A little bit.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that. If you haven't heard of the band Bloodywood, please check them out.
Interesting.
Not just interesting, they're very fun to
Yeah.
watch. Based out of India.
I do enjoy them. It's like Indian heavy metal.
Yeah, they're very heavy, but the music's driven by fun stuff.
Yeah.
It's last one's about food.
Yeah. Funny.
Yeah, so it was like
Really good.
and it's heavy and fun and yeah.
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 That's it. That's all I got.
That's entertainment of the week.
Yeah.
Still riding that train of Funeral Portrait. Really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Wish we were going to their concert on Monday. They have a thing going on Monday.
They do.
I just don't think we would even be back in time.
Ooh, what time is it? We have to be. The cars due at 6.
So
Our choice.
all right. Maybe we'll be going to that. I don't know.
Man, I was so mad at myself. So I've been watching this show called The Resident, and it's an old show, but it's on Netflix. And so it's a good, like, in the background, I kind of like distract myself watching it. There are certain episodes where, like, again, before mom passed, didn't cry, right? So there was one that just came up. Thankfully, I wasn't home. I bawled like a baby. It was embarrassing. I had turned it off and I was like, why are we crying? She's not dead in real life. Like, why are you so upset about this? And I was just like, it was the whole scene. It was the calling it the end. It was the whole thing. I was just like, this is just so much. I was like, turn it off.
There was a song. It's this happened to me right before I picked you up today from the airport.
You bawled like a baby.
No. But I recognized a song, the feeling of a song and listening to the song, knowing that when I lose somebody currently, like I've lost people in my past, but I was like, if I lose somebody new-ish and I hear this song, I'll be like, done.
Ooh, what was the song?
It's a remake, I think, of a Tears for Fears song, but it's by Five Finger Death Punch.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more aggressive. But I can't remember. Oh, So Far Away, I think it's called. Far Away.
Okay.
I don't know for sure, but it's a remake of an older, like, 80s song of some sort. But what they always do a really good. They do it well. They play homage. That band always plays good homage to an older song. They don't mess with it too much.
Yeah.
They just make it a little bit more aggressive. But it was just like, woo. Yeah, I was like, wow, I could see where this is getting somebody right now. It's playing on Sirius XM Octane, and I guarantee you somebody right now is bawling because this is playing.
Oh,
That's how I felt. I was like, no, I didn't
things.
get upset about it, but I just could recognize that this will mess somebody up.
Random. I was watching 8 out of 10 Cats while we were gone. While I was gone.
Is it
And
the countdown one or
Yes.
just 8? Okay.
there's a chick I've been trying to tell you about, Rose Matafeo, who's from New Zealand, and she's a comedian. And she was actually on one of the episodes. I was like, hey, this is what I was trying to tell Scooter
An
about.
older one?
Yeah.
They
It was
had
on
been like 10 years.
Prime. No. Maybe. Anyways, I'm excited to see her. All right, that's all I have. It's all my entertainment.
Yeah, check out Bloodywood. And if you're listening to this podcast, I don't know if you do, but if you do, check out Ambiverse. Please do. They're good people.
Yeah.
Their music's very pop punky.
Yes.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm a little
When
aged
he
out of
says
it.
go, he doesn't mean mosh. He says go when he sings, and nobody moshes. It messes with me.
Oh, well, you're used to metal concerts.
Yeah. It's
So,
weird.
It's weird for
He's
you.
like, go, and everyone's just doing this. And I was like, no, crash into each other.
You've hung out with me too long. Got too many concerts. Wall of Death.
Wall of Death is crazy.
That's fun to
I
watch,
freaking
though.
hate it.
It's fun to watch.
No.
Nobody got hurt the last Wall of Death we watched.
Yeah, but they do get hurt.
This time, they didn't last time.
Right. That was one.
Was that Set It Off?
I don't
I
remember.
think it was Set It Off.
I think Funeral Portrait?
No, it was Set It Off, I think.
Okay.
But Set It Off, we're going to go see them. I think.
What I hear.
All right.
On a Wednesday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. You got some advice to give?
I don't know. We're going to go into it.
Advise me not.
I have a palm sway. Oh, you're pouring it? Oh, look at this. I don't know.
Oh,
What?
I thought you were switching cameras to just yourself.
Well, there's
No,
just
I'm
you.
leaving. The gestures. Oh,
We're gonna watch you go.
look at that pretty. Oh, look at that. Go birds.
I changed my background a little bit. See, I have a couple guitars in there. Yeah. I don't know if we really have it. The only thing that inspired me today was there was something that happened to me years ago. It was actually something my dad taught me. Didn't teach me, but he said to me at one time, and he was a drinker too. So it was those little toothpick push-up umbrellas, right? And his speech to me was, "You see this umbrella?" I was like, "Yeah, Dad, I see it." He goes, "Somebody is very passionate about this umbrella, millions of dollars because of this. So whatever you do in life, be the best at it." I'm like, "Okay. No. If you gotta listen, if you're gonna be a garbage man, be the best garbage man ever." Like, got it. And he kept on going, kind of like I still do. But there was something that kind of clicked that into my brain today, because I watch a lot of podcasts, not motivational ones. I usually try and go for comedy ones or entertainment. Thanks, love. Brought me a beer. Thank you so much. So I was watching, please. Pour another shot, please. I think it's Chris Williamson. I don't know. I think he's English, Australian. I don't know. I can never tell it. But he interviews a lot of high-profile human beings. And I'm not a fan of his. It just popped up. I've only watched 2 of his podcasts. But the most recent one was with the most recent one that I watched was with Matthew McConaughey. So it basically was talking about his conversation with his dad, because his dad was paying for him to go through law school. I guess his dad was that kind of thing. And over the phone, and it was funny the way he prefaced it, because he said, "Well, my dad works really hard. He likes to have a few beers." I was like, "Don't call him on a Monday, because he's probably had a long day. He's worked a lot, Tuesday, maybe." So he's like gauging out what day, and don't catch him in between like his first and second beer, and call him then while he's in college for law school. And the conversation was not like, "Hey, I don't really think I want to go to law school. It's just not my thing." He goes, "No, it wasn't that. It was, Dad, I don't want to go to law school anymore. I want to go to film school." It was that.
Mhm.
It was a confident, I don't want to go to law school. I want to go to film school.
Yeah.
And since he presented it that way, his dad goes, all right, don't half-ass it.
Nice.
And that was basically the end of the conversation. So it kind of went to the point of McConaughey says, if I didn't present it that way, I don't think I would have got the same reaction. If I was kind of wishy-washy, he would have interjected and got me going, you don't sound confident.
Yeah.
And he goes, and he has, now that I have kids, this is a very long synopsis of a small thing. But that's what we want from our kids is this, I don't know what I want to do. I was like, I like to try doing that. I was like, no, go just actually go do it.
Yeah.
Go do it. Fail at it or succeed at it. One or the other. But go do it.
Right.
Don't go try it. Go do it. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. You go, it might be the best thing that ever happened to you, or it might be total crap. So that's why I was like, that's why I think I named it full asset. Like, stop half-assing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Full asset.
It's scary.
No,
Let's be real.
But I was like,
Putting, what did it say, 10
yeah,
toes?
But I'm always talking, yeah, well, it's what? It's one, you're dominant. What did they say? I think that was said in the same thing. It was like, your dominant foot forward, but all 10 toes on the ground. Right? It was like, woo. I think that's how he said it. I can't remember, but that it sounded cool. Like I'm standing in a very aggressive stance and I'm with my best foot forward, but all 10 toes are on the ground. Like, you're not moving me backwards.
Yeah.
Right?
But again, scary.
But it's also, I'm also looking at like, that's what you want from your kids.
Yeah. That's what you want for your kids.
No, you want from your kids. You want them to come to you and go, I just did this, or I'm gonna do this. And then they do it. That's what you want to hear. You don't want to say, well, I was thinking about maybe I should. That's not what we want. The confidence of, hey, I'm going to be a voice actor.
But you do know, like, half of that is your kids not being scared to tell you stuff. It's not even so much kids are like, I'm not really sure what I want to do. Sometimes their kids are just like, I don't think I can tell you what I want to do because you're going to tell me it's stupid. Sometimes that's a thing.
Sometimes that is a thing, but
like they're 10 toes in, but they're like, but I can't tell you that because you want me to do this thing, and if I don't do this thing, you're gonna think it's dumb.
But we don't. I feel like I'm not that person.
I don't think that's kids.
What's that? Well, because I don't think our kids are fully vested in anything.
I think
they are for very short moments in time.
Yeah,
and we're talking like 30 to 90 days, and then they go on to something else.
Well, because they're children.
Okay. I understand that. But as they become older, they're still, I have also children that are in their 30s.
Yeah.
So I'm not talking 5-year-olds, 7-year-olds. I'm talking 25-year-olds, 29-year-olds. Like, you're in college. You're like, holy crap, I'm going to do this. I was like, cool. Go all in.
Yeah.
Or what are you doing?
But again, it is, I'm not an all-in person. It takes me a very long time to be like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit on the fence. I'm going to put 5 toes in, 5 toes here and see how it goes, and then go with the one that makes the most sense to me. Some people, for as much how nice it would be for everything to be like, I am 100% going to do this thing, and if I fail, I'll get up and do something else.
I think
you're really hard.
I think you're, this is, how do I say it? You say you're 5 feet, 5 toes in and 5. No, you're not. You're 10 toes in both. There's a difference. You're different. No, you're 10 toes in both.
I don't know how that many toes.
Okay. So when you do something, you personally, you don't half-ass it. Did you half-ass?
Look at him.
Did you half-ass auditing when you were transitioning from the state? No. But you still worked at the state?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I half-ass the state sometimes.
Well, I think you can half-ass the state and still feel like, whoa, you're awesome. No, but I was just, you didn't half-ass that, even though you didn't dedicate all of your time to it.
Right.
Just because you're not dedicating 24/7 to something doesn't mean you're half-assing it.
Mm.
That means you're actually doing it, though. I was like, it's kind of like, oh, I'd love to be. I was thinking about being an actor. I was like, now what? And what are you doing about it?
Yeah.
It's that same thing of, and this is the same preach on me too. It's like, preaching to myself. Preach on me. Hey,
OnlyFans.
back to the slag. The thought of if you're gonna do something, like it was like, wow, I think I'd like to try that. It's like, cool. What's your next step?
Yeah.
What have you done? What are you doing to do that? Have you even looked up how to do that? I mean, have you tried? Have you auditioned? Have you applied for the job? I was like, wow, I'd really like, I mean, listen, I'd really like to work at Panera. Did you apply? No. I was like, well, then you don't want to work at Panera.
See, that's how I feel about having a hobby. I really want to have a hobby, but what have I done?
Well, because you
Nothing.
don't find it, you don't have anything that interests you.
That's the hard part. I do cooking, but it just makes me fat.
Okay. Okay, then
I would love
your yes and is so bad right now.
I would love if I could bake and then people just came and ate my food. I miss baking so much, but we just can't keep having all this food around the house.
But we could if here's step one.
Okay.
You know what step one is?
We need to talk. Spray song.
To put that sign behind you. Called the derail. All hail the derail queen.
Continue.
You have earned the derail queen status tonight.
They haven't had a shot too yet.
We didn't make friends. So they can
Yeah.
come over and eat your baked goods. Because I mean, realistically,
Friends.
when I used to have multiple people over here, like 6 to 12
Yes.
people here per week, okay, that's not up to me.
Oh,
like,
I
don't
thought
put
you
it
were
on.
saying yes.
When
I
we used,
thought we were agreeing.
we're agreeing on the past.
You should
yes.
have friends over.
Okay, no. You're not listening. Okay, I'm gonna lawyer up. Do you remember in the past that I used to have like probably a couple times a week we'd have at least 5 to 6 people here.
Yes.
A couple times a week. So at least a dozen people would visit per week.
Yes.
And you would bake for them.
Yes.
And you loved it.
It was great.
And they loved it.
Yes.
And you didn't have to eat all of
I
it.
didn't have to talk to them at all either.
No, I
It's
didn't either
fantastic.
because they were eating and playing a game. I'm not gonna do that again.
Oh.
But we could do that as a couple or as a team.
But then I'd have to talk to people.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I just want to cook for people.
Okay.
I don't want to talk to anybody.
All right. Maybe I'll, I don't know.
Can you just have
pick up a
people
man
over?
sport. No, it's not how this works.
Hey, it
Because
worked
that's
so
how.
well before.
Okay, but hold on. That's not how you get to go to the Super Bowl for free.
Yes, it is.
No, you're me making the friends, me
Yes.
doing all the work. I'm going to the Super Bowl by myself then,
No, you
without you.
won't. See, the thing is, you would never.
I would never
I would.
uninclude you. Right, that's fact. So
If
maybe,
someone's like, I can only get one ticket to the Super Bowl.
so maybe we didn't win at therapy.
I think we did.
No, but okay, maybe we did, but you didn't. You still got some work to do.
Duh.
Okay, well, I mean, there's solutions to all of these things, and the first solution is make more friends.
So hard.
It's not
We've talked about this. It's so hard.
like it's not.
So, okay, I feel like the way to make friends is you have hobbies. You have a hobby outside of your house, and that's how you meet people.
No,
Yes, it is.
you have an interest.
The same thing.
No,
Interest and
it's
hobby
not.
is the
There's a
same.
big difference between an interest and a hobby. That's a huge deal. Because just because you have an interest in what are your interests? Baking?
Mhm.
Doesn't mean you're going out and joining a baking club. And
Should.
you okay.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
Where?
Everywhere.
Where's a baking club?
Oh my God. If I have to do this work for you, for goodness sakes.
You should. Find me a baking club.
Go to
I'll
meetup.com. I guarantee you they have a baking
That
club.
Sounds not right.
It does sound not right, but it's been meetup.com. I have what? I have
Is
one.
that .org?
No,
Not meetup.org?
no. Still meetup.com.
Interesting.
Has been for 20
I go to
years.
meetup.com and I get a virus.
You will only get a virus if you actually meet up with somebody from meetup.com. No, go to meetup.com because it's where our D&D stuff is, all of our board game stuff is. They do have singles stuff and all that stuff too, but they have beer clubs, they have what they call tech clubs, all that kind of stuff where they actually do meetups, and you don't have to go to any of them. It's not like a membership thing. You just go on there and hang
Okay, I have
out.
a question.
It's like-minded people.
Other than just trying, just doing it, what other advice do you have to be 10 toes? To be full assing?
I don't know.
flossing.
What about you?
I
You've
asked
given
you.
no advice.
I don't have any.
What do you mean?
I don't
You're
10
the
toes
one.
things.
You're the one in this relationship that literally has a successful business that pays the bills. So coming from you would actually probably have 1,000 times more clout than somebody that's still chasing a passion project.
But I
So
feel like mine's
what
only
advice?
working because I don't
But
have
mine's
a choice.
just lip service. Mine is, but I'm a motivator. I motivate people,
Right.
right? That's it.
You motivated me to quit my
You-
job and do
Yeah,
this.
and the rubber's on the road.
Yeah.
Like you put things into action and they're actually occurring.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kids are
CJ's on the podcast again.
Hey, guys. Hello.
You want to grab a mic?
You want to come say hi?
Don't
Oh,
apologize.
They gave it to you. Come in.
We have Yahoos here. I don't have a camera for them.
It's okay. Let's just see.
But
Ooh.
I got a camera here. Ooh, there's a wild Mariah and a wild CJ.
In the flesh.
Hi, I haven't seen you in like what?
Make it a
3 weeks? You smell like Mexican food because you
I know.
smell like Mexican
Wait till you
food.
see the other one.
You smell like
too. You'll see.
smells good.
Don't try to fight people.
All right, Ty's here too. Do you eat Mexican food too? You smell like it? That's a good thing. I think it smelled good. I think they should bottle that.
What?
Like just
No, because you're just hungry all the time. Anyway,
makes everybody else hungry.
how to be 10 toes.
10 toes. Like what was it? What was your dominant foot forward, but 10 toes on the ground.
How do you do that?
I was like, how do you do that? I was like,
Was that
Yeah.
the advice? Yeah.
yeah, like
How
what?
do you get to that point in life?
Yeah, where you're full assing it, not half assing it.
I feel like it was that same thing from like Friends where they're like when somebody was talking about not having the fear. So you always keep the job you have because you don't have the fear. Does that make sense? Like you
From
know,
Friends.
yeah, it was something from Friends. I feel like, or I'm making it up. Don't remember. But there was something of like you're.
No, hold on. You watched Friends?
Yeah, where's Becca? Becca will know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I didn't know you watched Friends.
We've had this conversation.
How you watch Frasier?
I also watched Frasier. I did both. Anyways, it was like if you don't have the fear, then there's nothing pushing you to do the next thing.
Mhm.
If you're like when you're looking for a job, if you have a job that's paying you well
So true.
and you're looking for another one, you're not going to actually look that hard because you already have a job that's
True.
keeping where you need to be. If you quit that job, all of a sudden you're like, holy crap, I have to do this. I
Yeah.
have to do something else because I have no other choice but to do it.
In hindsight, my most successful business that I've ever had was floor covering.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't go get a job, like get a contract, because it worked for myself, most successful. I was like, I made way less than I make probably even now, it seems like. But realistically, if I didn't work, I can't pay my mortgage.
Mhm.
They're going to take my Ford Escort away. I can't feed my kid.
Right.
Right. I was like, so yeah. And I feel like that's kind of but I feel like that's that same concept of a trust fund kid. You know, it's like there's a generation of people that have, and I think that's where the Gen X, your Gen Z, was it Gen X, millennials, Gen Z, right? Where the Gen Z, because the Gen Zs are Gen X kids. Gen X's kids,
Okay.
right?
I don't know.
Um,
What's CJ, Gen X?
He's like an alpha. I was
No.
almost an alpha, but he's like a Z.
He's a Z.
But almost an alpha. But that concept of we had no choice, but was like, we have to work, otherwise we can't pay a bill.
Right.
And then it's that cycle of now we've built to where they have such a cushion and always a bed to sleep in and all that kind of stuff. Is like, well, guess I'll think about working. I'm like, like we're only here for so long. Like we can't. So that whole thing is like, where where do you go? Don't half-ass it. Like, you didn't half-ass it.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Feels like it.
Okay.
That's
well. I mean, what do you still work for the state?
No.
Okay. Do you still do auditing?
Yes.
Do you work 100%, 110% just for yourself?
Yes.
Okay. So what are you talking about?
I mean, at the beginning, I'm saying it was.
No,
it was like I think I'm gonna try to do auditing.
But you didn't try to do auditing. You did auditing.
Yeah.
I mean, Rebecca said this earlier today. It was like the first time she went on an audit, it was a 10-hour audit. She had no idea what she was doing. And she had no other work.
Right.
So it was either screw this up, keep learning, don't screw it up a little less the next time, or go live on the street, or donate, I don't know, donate your eggs.
Right.
I mean, like, at what point are you like destitute?
Right.
And I think that's kind of the challenge we have is like, do we have to have that in the back of our mind? I was like, failure is not an option because failure means I'm living on the street.
Yeah.
Not real. It's not realistic in this day and age, not day and age, but where we're at right now. But if you're going to try something, are you trying it or are you just doing it?
Yeah. Oh, comment. Bailey said, I vaguely remember this from friends. You need the fear. She's like, I think it was Joey. No, it was Rachel to quit her coffee job. Yes. She needed the fear.
Yeah. And then she became a designer or something to that effect. It was like,
I think too, like, even if I think about
I do remember that
being in shape and exercising, that I've definitely half-arsed it. Because there are sometimes where I'm just like, I didn't before. There was times in my life where I'm just like, no, there's not an option. But lately, I'm like, there's an option. I'll do it tomorrow. Right now, I barely get into the moment of like, no, there's not an option anymore.
But there's no failure in that.
There is.
No, there's no short-term failure in that.
But by not being in shape?
Yeah. There's no short-term failure in that.
There is.
Okay.
Feeling gross in your skin and feeling like
that's not short-term
that
failure.
Is short-term.
That's internal.
Being winded walking up a flight of stairs is very current is short-term failure. Like not feeling okay, having high blood pressure every other day, like those are short-term failures to me.
Okay.
That you can be like, man, if I did something different, I could
then
make this better.
And so you're saying I was wrong. How do you go forward with that then?
Right. So right now I am not full in my commitment to that. I'm more than I was last month, the less than I've been before. So I'm working towards right now. I'm in that I think I'm going to try mode because I'm getting to the point where I don't have an option. Right. So right now I am living in the.
But realistically, in your life, you do have an option.
I could die.
Okay, you're not going to die tomorrow because you didn't work out today.
Be healthier.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
That makes sense.
We don't know that, but yes.
Correct?
I mean, no. Sorry, no, it doesn't.
So, all right. Then keep going.
You're
doing a no. You just keep saying no instead of going, hey, then keep moving. Keep moving with the motivational part of this.
That's what I was saying. I'm working towards reminding myself that there's not an option. Because before, for a very long time, I was like, no, there's more time. There's more time. Until the point where I have to realize if I keep saying there's more time, I'm going to run out of time. So I've been partly doing it for 4 years now.
Right.
And I'm getting back to the point of there's not an option. You have to take care of yourself. So as I'm saying, it exists. It's hard. It sucks to be in that situation, but it's hard for me to be like, that's it. Today's the day. I'm gonna do something different. I wish I was better that way, but it takes me like so many failures before I'm just like, all right, that's enough.
I think, so hear me out. If you stopped working right now, completely, just quit working, quit doing auditing, all those kind of things, what would happen within the next 30 days?
Find another job.
Okay, no, if you didn't work, just stopped working for the next 30 days.
We'd be homeless.
And
That would suck.
no, college for our daughter would go away.
Right.
One of our cars would get repossessed.
Right.
We'd have no place to live.
Yeah, that would
We'd
also
have no food.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I mean by there's some direct impending need. If you didn't work out for the next 30 days, you'd be winded, you'd be tired, you'd be frustrated. Two different things, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, all I'm saying is there's no direct impending doom if you don't work out.
But I don't agree because I feel like there is
Okay.
impending
I mean,
doom.
but there's people out there that are making billions of dollars and doing just fine and don't work out at all.
Right.
And they're okay with that.
Right.
Right. So I'm saying there's no it's a slow burn. There's nothing like I got to get up today and work out because if I don't, I die tomorrow. There's none of that.
Right. It's just inevitability.
No, but
And to me, that is impending.
But it's
knowing that not working out and not taking care of myself and being healthy, my likelihood of having a stroke, because it's in most sides of my family, increases. That is impending.
That's the likeliness. Yes, but it's
very
not
high likely
but
impending
if you stop
doom.
working, it's going to happen. You know that in 30 days,
Yeah.
everything goes away. You know that.
Right.
That's
So you're
just-
saying that's why it's not as important?
yes, because it's not as important because there's no
Fear.
you don't have the fear. There's no fear.
Oh man, I really don't have to want something bad to happen before I have to have fear of getting back in
Right,
shape.
and I think that's
That would
where
suck.
most of us want to understand before it happens, because have you ever been evicted?
Yes.
Me too. Have you ever been homeless? I
Kind of.
have. Right? Have you ever gone through a divorce?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever gone through, loss of a loved one? Yes. I was like, but I think we all want to get to the point where that doesn't have to happen to us before we learn our lesson. That's what humanity is, what we're supposed to do. So I feel like we don't want it to come to the point of, if I don't work out, I'm fine. I was like, well, not just work out.
Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself in
Yeah.
whatever way it is, like sleep, some sort of movement, some sort of something.
Stretching.
You're not taking care of that part of you. It will kill you.
Yeah.
It will. I mean, it just will.
Yeah.
And you can also take care of yourself perfectly, and then randomly it could be something else.
Brain
You know.
aneurysm.
Well, it could be a bus.
That's my second fear.
Could be Final Destination. I got a new one of those coming out.
I'll
Do you
say
do
the
that?
same thing.
Do
How's
that?
that hurt?
Generations or something.
I didn't watch any of them.
I think I watched like 3 of them.
Hmm.
So I was just saying, if we're gonna go do it, don't half-ass it. So let's full-ass it.
So be scared and then do it anyways.
But here's my next kind of push into full-assing something. Okay, so she's done listening to me. Do a shot. Here's the thought. What's the difference or the balance of full-assing it and obsessing? because obsessing about something is not healthy.
Yeah.
Right? Like workaholics. You strain yourself. You do nothing but go to the gym. You do nothing but go golfing. You do nothing but buy new cars. You do nothing but, when you're full into it, commitment. What's the difference? Where's the breaking point between commitment and obsession?
What's that statement about? Addiction's only addiction when you can't afford it.
Yes.
Terrible. But
No, that's a big one.
Yeah.
But that's so true, right? I was like, it depends on what the addiction is.
All of them.
No, it's not all of them. If you're addicted to fancy cars and you could afford it, is that really a problem?
That's why it's only addiction when you can't afford it.
No, hold on. If you're addicted to fancy cars and you can afford the garage, you can afford all the cars, you're still hanging out with your kids, that you're showing them their cars, they get a car, all that kind of stuff. Is that truly, is that a bad addiction at that point?
No.
Okay, then flip over to the other side.
Talking about drugs.
Cocaine. If you can afford it and you're doing it 24/7. Now,
I'm 24/7, you can't afford it. There's no way you're functioning. That's what I'm saying.
Somehow you're affording it. Because there are people that do it 24/7 and can afford it.
On addiction.
You see what I'm saying? Is like, at what point is it I feel like an addiction isn't an addiction if you can afford it, as long as your health isn't in the balance, isn't on the chopping block. That's mental health, emotional health, family health, spiritual health, all the healths.
Yeah.
I just look at the car addiction. I was like, if your kids are into it, your wife's into it, you love it, and you're going and doing it, and you're not more, it's 17th mortgage on the house to do it. You can afford it, obviously. And it's cars, or it's boats, or it's guitars, which I can't afford the obsession that I still have with guitars. I saw one the other day. I was like, I think I need the dude. But it's like, if you can afford it and it's not taking away from something that's healthy, then I think that's a good addiction.
Yeah.
Right. But if you have to trade out something in your health for your obsession or addiction, then it's not good.
Yeah.
Whether you're going to afford it or not, relevant.
True.
Because you can't, I feel like, look at it this way. So you can still do it as a blanket statement. An addiction is only addiction if you can afford it. Fact. But affording it is not just financial.
Yeah, that's fair.
Whoa.
That's it.
That's it. I've solved it.
We've advised you.
I've solved it. I solved it.
Solved it.
Solved it.
Solved the whole thing.
Hello, governor. Good eye, mate.
Oh, gosh.
Did I do it?
So when does it become an obsession? Is that what the question was? I think.
Pumpernickel.
Say controversy. It's my favorite. People who aren't from here who say controversy is like my favorite thing in the world. They could say controversy.
Oh, yeah, I know it was something.
Controversy.
And I say
aluminium.
I say process. Constantly. I always say process. Because it's spelt that way.
Not process.
It's not PRAW. It's process. I always, aluminium doesn't make sense to me. Actually, aluminum makes more sense because it's all the letters.
Yeah.
Aluminium, I feel like they're
Maybe
adding.
they spell it different.
Maybe, because I feel like there's an added I in there somewhere. So I always say aluminum just for that reason. But I say process.
Yeah.
I say the wrong way sometimes.
Wait, I have to give
We
you
got
stuff.
the
We're about to end
Mexican food eaters.
Well, I want to share some foods with them.
Yeah, bring it in here.
Not in the fridge. I didn't put it in there yet. It's on the counter. You try that one?
Did you? You could have put it on the podcast.
How
We're
was it?
live.
Oh, good.
We can't hear you. Because we talked about all this stuff earlier. Talked about all the things. I wish these mics were hot, but they're not. What happened? Why are you wearing moccasins? What? And you threw it back on the floor.
I was thinking the same thing.
So-
Step on it again.
So this is yeah. This is the what you're considered Gen Z. Yeah. They don't learn from their mistakes. She stepped on something sharp, pulled it out of her foot, and guess what she did with it? Put it back on the floor.
I step on it later. Like, dang that.
Does that make any sense to anyone? No.
Wait, okay, tell us.
Mhm.
How was the
Do you know who's gonna step on it? Mom. How was the food? Because we know all about the food. She discussed the food earlier.
I ate the chocolate.
You know Mike's work.
I ate the chocolate. Dubai. The Dubai
It
chocolate was good. The one in the fridge I only had
Had too
of
much
it.
chocolate.
No.
Chocolate.
No.
Okay. Drew.
And then whatever was in the clear one, I didn't eat like the cookie looking thing.
Mhm.
I ate the one that looks like baklava. The stuff from the yeah, that one was good too.
Did you
Yeah.
try everything you saw?
No.
Oh.
Did you try the cookies?
No. And then I saw the coffee in the bag.
Yeah.
I didn't touch that either.
Are you coming by tomorrow?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna make that tomorrow.
And I ate this yogurt, but I didn't want it, so I put it in the bag. So we'll see.
So there's some cookies in there that are like your.
One with the chocolate. Isn't it touching the stuff with all?
No, the one that's.
Oh, I didn't eat
So their chocolate is real chocolate. Our chocolate. Go eat one of those.
the European chocolate.
Yeah, go.
Yeah. Do you
You
like
share
any chocolate that's from? Do you like chocolate?
Yeah.
Like just like you go to the store, like Safeway, and pick up some chocolate.
Yeah.
That's total shit chocolate
Oh yeah.
compared to anywhere in the world. By the way. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
no
Cadbury, because you've had Cadbury probably in the United States.
The egg.
See.
Garbage. Cadbury in the United States is considered garbage. Cadbury throughout Europe is like high end. Yeah, they don't make the good stuff for Americans.
Chocolate. Why is it trash? I don't know. Fresh is disgusting. Hot take.
Chemicals.
Hot
You
take,
know,
Hershey's
because
is gross.
Americans do it better.
So go try the cookie.
All right, so she left because directions are not Mariah's hot thing. Oh, hey, come on in. Come on in. You want to take a seat? Who's this guy? Who's this guy sitting in Sarah's seat?
Hello.
Hello, who are you? Why are you here?
I'm Ty. I'm the boyfriend.
The boyfriend? You're not
Yeah.
my boyfriend.
Well, Mariah's boyfriend.
Ah.
Um,
How long you guys been together? Been like too long.
almost 2 years. 2 years in April.
Gross.
Yeah.
We're
Cooties.
supposed to say yeah. Gross. Yeah, that's gross. That's kind of ew. So how are things going? Things going well. You came into town for a party though, dude.
Yeah, my cousin turns 1 today, but the party's tomorrow.
See, that's one birthday I don't miss.
Yeah, me either.
1 year old. When somebody turns 1, that's a big one to me, right? And the next one that's a big one for me is 21. Like I'll hit some other ones, but it's like because of my grandbabies, like when they turn 1, I got to be there. That's just a thing. But I was like, I'll skip a few because we don't really do like birthday parties because it's like, dude, once a year is a lot. As you get older, you're going to have like 30 to 40 people that are having a birthday all the time. Right. And you're finding that out now because how old are you?
I'm 18.
18. Dude, are you finding like there's a birthday like all the time?
Yeah, I have another birthday tomorrow too. My friend Maria.
You see,
Yeah, she turns 19. So
older you get, more people have kids, more people have more relatives. it's too much.
Yeah. I came in here for the 1-year-old and Maria texted me. She said, "Are you coming tomorrow?" So what? I'm turning 19.
Dude, put it in your calendar.
I'm not on my phone like that. She sent me an invite a long time ago. And
Dude, I just every time that I add a contact on my phone, I put in their birthday.
I only do that to the close people.
I just put in their birthday. Whether I say anything or not, it's irrelevant. But at least I know. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I haven't said hi to this person in a while. And oh, wow, they just turned 20. Cool. That's a little hack. Because after a while, you know too many people.
Yeah.
You don't know how old they are. Right? But yeah, what have you been doing? I haven't seen you in like 3 weeks. Just like
Yeah.
Mariah.
Right now, I'm still kind of adjusting to being here.
The civvy life.
Yeah. Um, it's kind of weird, but I just got back into working out. Um,
Well, you took a break because you were at boot camp for a while
Yeah.
and it was like took 3 weeks off. Seems
So-
like eternity, doesn't it?
yeah, it does. I got back to working out. We go to this gym called Hot Works. Have you heard of that?
It sounds a little
Yeah.
hot works.
It's like
I don't want hotworks.com, but
yeah, that's
No.
probably what it is.
no.
It's just it's like a regular gym, but all the equipment is in like a sauna room.
So like hot working out, like hot yoga.
Yeah,
Oops.
I know. But like I go at night, so there's nobody else there because I don't. It's like 3 people to a sauna, and I don't want to do that. So I go alone.
Where
at
this
night.
by yourself.
Yeah,
Is it people have clothes on?
yeah.
No, I'm just saying like Korean saunas, like everybody's
Oh yeah,
naked.
you know.
I'm like,
Everyone's clothed.
it's not my thing. I was like, it doesn't bother me, but I was like, working out and being naked.
Yeah,
I've been in a sauna in years.
me either until I went to that gym. Yeah, so there's like the empty saunas in the back. Some of the saunas have like those exercise bikes, like the pool machine and whatever. It's like 120 degrees in there. They have empty ones too, so I'll go on the empty one. And I'll just do like push-ups or sit-ups or whatever.
Moved to Florida.
I
Like
actually,
it's humid and hot there in July.
yeah, I do want to visit Florida soon.
You do weights too? Because how do you hold on to weights when it's that like wet?
The weights are in the sauna. That's the only thing that's not in the sauna.
Oh, okay.
But the sauna is mostly like the cardio, like
Okay, so you spent quite a few weeks in boot camp. How's your pull-up game?
my pull-ups.
How's
And
your
when I
pull-up
went in
game?
there, I was like barely able to do 2, and now I can do probably like 10 or 11.
Yes, dude, that's killer. Because I just started working out like a week or 2 ago. Just started doing it out, and I'm up to 5 again.
Yeah.
I was like, it's always the first 2 that getting over the 2 hump.
Yeah.
Yeah, chin ups I can probably do like 7, but like I did my first after like getting back into pull ups. Did my first 5 straight pull ups like 2 days ago, and I was like, because I used to do like 12 to 15. I was like, but also you lost a lot of weight.
I lost 40 pounds.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like, that's a big difference, right? I was like,
Mhm.
when you have to lift like 20, 30 pounds less, well, the pull up's not so harsh. But I was
Yeah.
like, I'm sitting at like 225, 230, 5 pull ups. So like, if I lost 20 pounds, I'd be able to do more. I was like,
Mhm. I remember
good for
after-
you, dude. That's killer.
Thank you. After weigh-ins around like the first month in, I was like, I didn't realize I lost so much because you see yourself every day, and then when I saw that scale again, I was like, wow, this is a lot.
Like the scale's broken.
Yeah. And I went to the pull-up bar and I was able to do
Right.
more than 2.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome, dude. Well, I'm glad to see you here.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're going to a party. Are we gonna see you soon? Are we gonna see you for Super Bowl or no?
Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be at Matthews too.
Sweet. So we're having a Super Bowl party. If none of you are invited, unless you're friends or family. But yeah, we're gonna go to where are we going? Clovis. Going to
yeah.
Clovis, undisclosed location. And we're gonna have a little little party there. Hey, Mariah. All right, what are you doing? Well, chat on the mic. Get in here. Oh, well, those are whole different conversations. Those are therapy sessions. You're on the camera. What are you doing? Okay. Well, thanks for the chat, Ty.
Thank you.
Thanks for catching us up, catching up the world and what you're doing.
Great to be back.
That's fine. They're all taped on there, but they will fall over. I knock things off all the time. Yeah, Switchblade, put koalas on there. That's mom's side. She's got all the Sarah stuff on her side. I got all the Scooter stuff on my side. He's got Ginger. I got Cosmo. You know. Well, thanks for coming. You want to kick him out, say goodbye, and then take your seat back? Or did you eat all the goodies?
Yeah. Chocolate cookies were good. I just don't
Same. Did you hear the story we put on the podcast, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, where I almost like killed CJ with 100% chocolate?
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Phenomenal. I was like, I gave him all the good stuff. I was like, one in a row. I was like, oh, I love this stuff. And I was like, hey, try this, man. I ate a piece. And he's like, what is that? And mom's like, just go drink some water. Don't throw up. Don't throw up. 100%. I liked it, but yeah, it cleansed my soul.
I can.
But it was delicious. All right. We'll sign off. Have a good evening. Have a good party, dude. Like, 1-year-old is never miss a 1-year-old party.
It didn't even feel like a year either.
No.
Really.
No, you like took a nap. I was like, oh, you're 1?
Yeah. I know.
It really is like that. I was like, oh, who are you? And all of a sudden they have like a personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, seriously, at 1-year-old, they're like, I don't like that. And I like this. And I was like, what is happening? You were like just pooping and crying like yesterday. Yeah.
Well,
1-year-old's my
Thank you
favorite.
for the talk.
Dude,
Nice
anytime, dude. Come see us. Yeah, we'll see you soon tomorrow, or if not tomorrow, the next day. All right, my dude. All right. So dark chocolate is the beast. All the other goodies are delicious.
We back.
We are back. I love the chaos. See why we need. You see why we need the other mics working?
For the chaos?
Yeah, we just push a button and they just sit down and they could
It's
chat
true.
and leave. What they're for.
Because this happens so frequently.
It's going to happen more frequently because our children are becoming adults and
I think it's going to happen less
and swinging
frequently.
through.
We're not going to see him on Friday nights. I'm not going to see CJ.
You don't know.
He'll be out in the club.
We're going to make friends with our neighbors and we're going to have a baking club called the Callback.
Oh. So excited.
All right.
That's all I got.
Do you want to play a game? Do you want to just hang out? Are we done?
I say let's hang up here and then you and I can hang out because I haven't seen you in like 2 days.
Oh, you want to make out or something?
Or just watch TV.
Oh.
No, let's make out.
I don't need your pity kisses, okay? All right, guys. Thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for showing up and not in real life, but thanks to the other yahoos to come through and show up in real life.
Yeah.
That really means a lot. Had a good little conversation with Ty.
Good.
It was very fun. I think that's what we need to do with that gentleman is just put a mic in his mouth and he's like, you have to talk now. It was very, 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 very pleasant.
Yeah.
Getting Mariah out of her shell. She has a good presence for this stuff too.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of our challenge. Like everybody likes to talk to their friends and be themselves. Can you be yourself in front of other people?
Yeah.
That are not your friends? Should be okay to do that.
See, I don't have any. I only have like 2 friends. So I'm just this person all the time.
But is that a reason or an excuse?
Which part? To not have friends? Or to be who I am?
Both.
No, I just don't have friends because I don't have any. I mean, I have 2. Like 4.
But I think you want more.
Do I?
You don't know
I don't know.
because you've never tried.
It's true.
You've just been half-assing it.
It's true.
You've been half-assing friendships.
Yes. That is very true.
Me too.
Yeah.
I've been half-assing my friendships a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like during the shelter in place, right after it was like everybody can go out there, I touched base with everyone.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, everybody's good. That's not okay.
I'm actually doing better at contact because, again, the people that I'm close with, I'm doing.
In real life.
Yeah.
Like, actually, like, you're having a meal with this person, physically talking, like,
Yeah.
across the table with your 2 friends.
I've seen both of them in the last 3 months.
Yeah, that's 2.
And they don't live here.
You know, like 20 other people.
Yeah. Acquaintances are not.
Yeah.
Acquaintances are different.
But you don't know if they'd be your friend because you don't give them a chance.
What? That's not true.
What?
What?
There's so many people in our realm of people that you really enjoy hanging out with, but you only see them like once a year because I bring them.
Yeah. Because I don't think we have anything else in common besides you.
That is so untrue.
Is it?
We'll talk off camera. The things you have in common with some of the people that, yes, I was their friend first, but it's insane.
Yeah. Maybe.
All
Anyways,
right, guys.
till next time.
We will see you.
Rebecca just said, Mariah, how far behind are you? Click the live button.
Seriously, like, click live. Are you still on the freaking Long Beach City? Well, how old? I was like, I had a whole conversation with Ty.
She'll
I
get
was
there.
like, all right. Catch up, people. We love you all. Well, unless you're lurking and being a dick.
Nah,
Yeah, see? Bailey's your friend.
I agree.
She's right there. We have a lot in common, Sarah.
I'm going to kidnap Bailey and we're going to go hang out.
You already did that. You took her to Florida.
We're going to do it again.
I mean, you literally took her to Florida. I'm like, holy Florida, okay.
That is one of my like not bucket list things, but things I want to do by like next year. Sorry, you're not invited. But literally take all the like women who I'm close with in my life and like rent an Airbnb and we just all go hang out for like a weekend. That's like one of my.
You know how cool it is, like, because we'll be empty nesters, so we could do it, dude and female, different cities.
Why can't I have my own thing?
No, different cities. We're in different cities. Like, we'll go to Nashville. I don't know.
Yeah. Just want a beach. Want a beach with my chicks.
Yeah.
That's all. Hang out, laugh, drink tequila, talk about stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to do man things.
Listen to music.
Fart and burp.
Listen to music and drink beer.
Shoot guns.
Cry at movies.
I was like, dig ditches. Pretend not to cry at Old Yeller.
Stupid.
You know? Manly things. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Sports. Bullet, gun. I don't know.
I know.
I am more manly than people probably think I am, but it's totally fine. We will see you next week.
Yes.
We're in town?
Yep.
Well, depending on your flight again.
Might be at 8 o'clock.
Stay tuned. But we love you all. We will see you very soon. Show up in real life, guys. We're gonna set that example for all of you if we can.
Yes.
All right.
And I loved it. Bye.